Hi friends, it's Tracy from the Financial Freedom Diary, and today we're back to do my August mid-month check-in in every dollar. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe below. Hope you all are having a super fantastic day. How am I doing today? Yeah, I'm doing okay. To make a long story short, they did not come fix my air conditioner on Tuesday. I actually went down there to follow up with them, and it was as I thought. I didn't think he was going to order anything. He wasn't there, and some other mess had got started, and I learned a couple of things. One, there's a safety issue over here that I didn't know. Some man was trying this girl's door, and the way I had been treated going in there, that's the way she was treated. I was talking to the lady who actually, rented me this place and was there, like when I was visiting and all that stuff like that. Um, and I told her what I saw walking up, which was the young lady walking up to a police car, and she was, she looked frantic, like something was wrong. And she stopped, and I told her it was okay, to stop and wait on her, even though I got there first. And so she was talking to the lady, and they all went out to see what was going on. But the lady who was waiting on me, she actually came back and was waiting on me, and she tried calling him and everything else. So I ended up having to call her back at 5, and he is supposedly trying to find the part, and that there are no coils available, AC coils available in the whole city of Memphis. Now, he told me that we needed a whole relay, and from what I thought relays had a bunch of stuff on there. So I don't know the difference. But yeah, it's a whole thing. So it's one of those things where you just kind of like, I don't know, sir. I don't know if you're telling the truth. But I'm not gonna sweat it. I'm trying to just do what we can and stay cool here. This weekend, if depending on how far this goes, because I feel like this is gonna be over. This could go on maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks at the way that they're moving. So I'm trying not to lose my cool, lose my temper. It's not going to do any good. And so let me drag and drop my salary from July 31st, 2672.46 while I chit chat with y'all. My cash envelope savings. You can tell I don't have my budget planner anywhere near me because I am all spread out right now. So it's 65, and I think I saved the extra. Yeah, $14. So we're gonna add to this. It was $79 from the cash envelope savings. Um, but yeah, that's an update. They haven't done anything, and I don't really know. I'm trying to remember when I made a deposit for that $79. I went and put that in the bank. So let me change this beginning amount to 79. But yeah, it's still hot. I slept downstairs. And then that helped a lot not to sleep up here. I didn't want to. Definitely didn't want to, but I did it. And so it's these lights. This is not what's it right now, but I'm just gonna make it do what it do. Try to stay calm as possible. The boys are okay, because they're on the side where the portable unit is, so they're not feeling as much heat as I feel on this side. Um, the household. Okay, this is the sinking fund I created last month from my bonus, and I did not, excuse me, I'm losing my voice. I didn't set it up as a fund, so the balance didn't roll. So let's hop back to July and figure out what the balance was. Um, and then we are going to update. So the balance was 428.17. Got my little handy dandy scratch paper in front of me. Y'all know the girl is never without her papers. Um, but yeah, very, very interesting. And it was just so weird because the manager not the maintenance manager, but the manager of everybody. She was in there and she was like, she told me like three different things in one entire, like, very, very long sentence. And I was like, girl, slow down. And that for me, that's another reason why I tend not to trust some people. It's like, oh, if you're talking too fast and you can't let me finish what I have to say, you ain't trying to help me. You trying to get rid of me. And I ain't got time for that. Okay, so now I set that fund balance to 428.17. So hopefully you guys saw I put in 428.17, click save, and then that sets the balance here. So, but yeah, it's a whole thing, and I'm doing good. I'm not. It's one of those things where you would spend more energy getting mad than resolving anything. In this situation, I can't do anything. But I do know my paycheck number two budget is going to change. It's not going to be what you guys normally see because I got to be prepared for the so 1061.95, 1061.95. So if you're new to my channel, it's the first time you see me use every dollar. I do update my plan to my remaining. So that way I have an accurate account of what's left to budget. I don't make any purchases or do anything with what's left to budget on here because typically I've already done it on paper. So I could possibly double dip. And the only reason why I know that is because I actually did that one time before. It wasn't a lot of money, but it was enough that I learned my lesson. And so I went to the gas station twice. I'm back working from home with all this stuff happening here with the AC being out. Um, I'm trying to make sure things get done. And so I'm going to be here. Plus, we have to now wear masks all day while we're in the office. And I'm like, I can't sit there and wear a mask all day. So I'd rather just be at home than forget and rip that thing off because while I was there, I was only person in my on my team, and so probably like the only woman going to the restroom. So sometimes I would get up and forget that I did not have my mask on. So yeah, that was a whole thing. So I'm just like, let me be here, take care of this stuff that needs to be taken care of, and drag and drop my son's savings. And let's get to the insurance and tax section, identity theft, and health insurance. There. And the CVS, the batteries are $14. I got to remember to write this down on paper too. For my sinking funds that's on in my budget planner for the batteries because that was for the thermostat downstairs. um, I went and purchased some lithium batteries because they said that was what I needed. And if I put those batteries in, that was going to save everything. Yeah, it didn't. Fedlong T20, $1,087 has processed, and it's actually as of Wednesday morning at 4 o'clock. um, that has processed. So my debt balance is down to $10,453. So yay for that. There's something else that I forgot to do. I sure did. So another way to process your transactions, you go right in here and click it. So I have taken out $100 from my pocket money. Um, So I still, and you guys see that in the cash envelopes. I don't log all my cash envelope transactions in here. So I think I did that. When did I do that? I'm gonna mark it for the second so I can keep it in August. But yeah, and I do need to put some money back into my checking account. There's a book that I want to get, and I need to move the funds so that way I can make the electronic purchase. Because that'll be something nice to just take my mind off things as I try to go to sleep and I'm not PO'd all night, just mad. And oh, that song, um, Lena, what's it, Lena, she said, Eric B. and Rakim. I knew Paid in Full was the song. I knew it. And I was like, because you can hear the hook and they like got that real mellow sound when they rap. So I was like, I knew that was the song. Knew. And I'll be answering comments today, probably on my lunch break. I'm trying to do better with that. So I think that's all my cash envelopes at the groceries. And yeah, I've been trying to, it's like hard to shop because I'm trying to buy things that don't require a lot of cooking. So that means it costs more to have, just so it doesn't increase the heat in here. And I'm making it do what it do, making it do. Hopefully everything, they find a part. But I did, after I talked to my lady, we're gonna call her Miss J. After I talked to Miss J, she told me to call him back, and I could tell she was she was very measured in what she was saying, and she was warning me too about what's happening because I was telling her about my experience, and she was saying how she gets criticized because so many of us come to her versus the other people. But I'm like, the other people have to act like they want to provide a service. They don't act like it. So I'm going to talk to the person who gives me the least resistance. I'm not going to go expose myself to people who are ignoring me. I'm not going to do it. And if that's the way it is, and they can tell me who their management, who's above them, and then I'll take that issue to them because I'm like, I'm not going to deal with them. And she said that it kind of counts against her when we do that. I kind of find that just absolutely ridiculous, but I know that's how some people operate. Um, but she was telling me to call back today to check and see if he was able to find a part. But my spidey senses tell me that man, as soon as he told me what he had to say, he didn't go and do anything at all. He just gave off that vibe of, okay, this will hold you for right now, and I'm no longer interested type thing. And some people are like that. Like I said, this group of people, they really, really remind me of the people that worked at the previous apartment complex that I lived at. And I lost my whole rental history from that place. And then I found out when I moved here under the previous um, owners that I wasn't the only one, that I read their Better Business Bureau thing, and there were other people who had, they lost their deposits. They didn't have their rental history. They wouldn't give their rental history out to other apartment complexes. So it was a whole thing. And I'm like kind of worried that this apartment complex is going in the same direction. Um, there are two other ones that are close by. And the good thing about both of them are that they got security. They got security gates, so it's not like every Tom, Dick, and Harry just walk off the street up in there. It costs more, which is probably a concern to my sons. Because this 3 bedroom that I got here, I got at a deal when I came in. And it's cheaper than a 2 bedroom at one of those complexes because my kids want to still keep a townhouse style. They don't want anybody above them because of the noise type thing, and they work at night, so they sleep in the daytime where most people are actually moving around. So that's a big factor. And so I'm looking at everything, so when we sit down, we come to the table to have our discussion, that they understand, like why I feel the way I feel, the facts about each of the places, um, because I know what I can afford. I don't necessarily know what they gross and what they can afford. I know they can afford this one, and the 2 bedrooms would be about maybe 100 to 200 more than this one. Good job. This is 3 bedrooms, so that's going to be a whole big thing for them. But thank y'all so much for watching, and excuse the wig, and I'm having to wear all the t-shirts so y'all get to see my big mama arms. But it's hot and I have to stay cool, and I'm about to jump off of here, turn off these lights, and hopefully I don't wake up my neighbors or anybody else. Hopefully I wasn't doing a whole bunch of laughing. But as soon as I say that, what do I start doing? Chuckling. Oh Lord. But yay, we are in the 10,000 range. Yay. So I will make sure that in the description box below, I leave my goals and the debt payment that has pushed me to this point, because I know, like, sometimes you need a break from YouTube. So you may have missed that, but I will leave it in the description box below. So for those people who are looking for what my goals are beyond my debt, I did do a video on that. And then for those people who are looking for how did I get here, I'll list that debt payment in the description box below. But y'all have a great one. Y'all stay cool or warm if you're in Australia. Y'all have a great one. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.